Have you ever noticed how the smallest changes in your body, like a stiff back, shaky balance, or knees that don't bend the way they used to, can quietly steal away your independence? Here's the truth. You don't need a gym membership, fancy machines, or hours of sweating to stay strong after 60. Just 5 simple daily exercises done at home in your own time can protect you from falls, ease joint pain, and help you stand taller and prouder than ever. Aging doesn't have to mean giving up the things you love, whether it's gardening, traveling, walking with friends, or simply being able to get up from a chair with confidence. Your body deserves the support to keep moving freely. The problem is, too many of us wait until something goes wrong before we take action. A painful fall, a stubborn hip that won't cooperate, shoulders that round forward until standing tall feels impossible. But the good news is this. With just 5 focused daily moves, you can fight back against muscle loss, stiffness, and poor balance. And you can do them all right here at home, no matter your fitness level. So grab a sturdy chair, maybe the edge of your kitchen counter, and let's go step by step. Let's start with the most important one. If you only take one exercise from this video, let it be this: balance training. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury as we age. But here's the surprising part. Falls don't just happen out of nowhere. They often happen because of weak outer hip muscles, unstable ankles, and poor weight-shifting habits. Stand near a stable surface like your kitchen counter or a sturdy rail. Shift your body weight entirely onto your left foot, then gently lift your right foot off the floor. Hold this position. Aim for 20-30 seconds, then switch sides. If that feels easy, here's a little challenge. Shift your weight forward, then back, or gently move your lifted foot in small circles. This wakes up the tiny stabilizer muscles that keep you steady on uneven ground. Don't worry if you wobble at first, that's the point. Your body is learning. Just make sure you have something to hold on to if needed. It's not about being perfect, it's about teaching your muscles to catch you before you stumble. If standing on one leg feels intimidating, start by standing with one foot just a step ahead of the other, heel to toe, like you're on a balance beam. If you're confident, try closing your eyes. This removes your vision, something many of us rely on too much for balance, and forces your inner ear and muscles to take over. I once spoke to a gentleman in his late 70s who loved hiking. He told me the thing that scared him most wasn't steep trails. It was simply walking on a gravel path and feeling his ankle twist. After a few months of daily balance training, he said the fear was gone. He wasn't just stronger physically, he was more confident, and that confidence can be life-changing. If exercise 1 was all about balance and preventing falls, this one is about keeping your legs strong, your circulation flowing, and your stride safe and steady. You see, as we age, one of the first places to lose strength is in the calves, the muscles at the back of your lower legs. Weak calves don't just mean slower walking. They can lead to swelling in the ankles, aching feet, and even stumbling when your toes don't clear the ground. Stand near a sturdy surface like a counter, rail, or the back of a firm chair. Place your feet hip-width apart, weight evenly spread. Slowly rise up onto your tiptoes, lifting your heels as high as you can. Hold for a brief second at the top. Slowly lower back down, but don't stop there. Now lift your toes off the floor, rocking back on your heels. That's one full cycle. Repeat until you feel a light fatigue, the point where your muscles know they've worked but you're not straining. Always keep your hands lightly resting on the counter or rail when you lift your toes. It's surprisingly easy to tip backwards. This move does something incredible. It strengthens both the back and front of your lower legs. Every time you rise up and down, your calves act as a second heart, pumping blood upward. If rising up feels tough, use your arms to help. Gently press into the counter or rail to take some weight off your legs. Try doing it on one leg at a time. This doubles the challenge and really fires up each calf. Let me tell you about Mary, a retired school teacher in her early 80s. She loved walking her dog every morning, but she noticed something worrying. Her feet started catching on the pavement. Within 2 months she told me she wasn't dragging her feet anymore. She was walking with confidence again. We've all seen it happen, shoulders slowly rolling forward, the upper back rounding, the head jutting out in front. What starts as a slight stoop can gradually become a real problem. Not only does it make us appear older and stiffer than we feel, but it also causes shoulder pain, neck strain, breathing difficulties, and even balance issues. Here's the good news. Stooping isn't destiny. With the right daily exercise, you can train your body back into alignment. Sit comfortably on a firm chair, feet flat on the ground. Place your hands lightly on your knees. Lean your torso forward slightly, push your chest forward and gently squeeze your shoulder blades back. flattening the curve in your mid-back. Now tuck your chin slightly and pull your head straight back, as if you're trying to make a double chin. Hold this tall, open posture for 3-5 seconds, then relax and let your head drift forward again. Repeat 10-15 times, once a day. This simple drill does two things at once: strengthens the postural muscles in your upper back and neck, stretches the tight chest muscles that pull you forward. If sitting feels awkward, you can do this standing against a wall for feedback. Your head, shoulders, and hips should touch lightly. I remember speaking with Helen, a 72-year-old who loved quilting. She spent hours leaning over her work table and she noticed her neck and shoulders constantly hurt. 6 months later, she said something even more powerful: "I feel taller. Like I've got my presence back." If you've ever struggled to get up from a chair, you know how discouraging it can feel. And yet, it's something we do dozens of times a day, from chairs, from the toilet, from the car. The ability to rise from a chair under your own strength is one of the strongest predictors of long-term independence. Sit toward the front of a firm, stable chair. Avoid anything soft and squishy. Place your feet shoulder-width apart, firmly on the floor. Lean your torso forward slightly, keeping your chest up. Press through your heels, stand tall, and push your pelvis forward so your hips fully extend. Slowly lower yourself back down into the chair, over 4 controlled seconds. Strengthens glutes and thighs, crucial for walking, climbing stairs, and standing. Improves hip mobility, helps keep stride length, and prevents shuffling. Use your hands on your knees or the chair's armrest to help push yourself up, or stack folded towels on the seat to make the chair higher until you build more strength. Hover just above the chair for a moment before standing fully. That pause adds intensity. There was a man named Jorge in his late 60s who told me he dreaded family gatherings, not because he didn't love them, but because standing up from a low sofa became embarrassing. Within a couple of months, he could stand unassisted, and one day, he realized he didn't just stand up from the sofa easily, he bounded up with confidence. Most people think of aging problems as leg issues, falls, hip pain, weak knees. But here's the hidden truth: the upper body and core are just as important, because they keep us upright, protect our spine, and let us carry groceries, hug loved ones, or push ourselves out of a chair. A weak upper body leads to stooped posture, sore shoulders, and reduced confidence. Stand about an arm's length away from a wall. Place your hands on the wall at shoulder height, slightly wider than shoulder width. Turn your hands in just a little at the top for comfort. With your body straight, tuck your chin gently, and tighten your stomach muscles. Slowly bend your elbows, lowering your chest toward the wall over 4 seconds. Exhale as you push yourself back to the start. Step closer to the wall to reduce the angle and make it lighter. Try the same move against a sturdy kitchen counter or rail for an even greater challenge. After you're done, place your hands lightly on your head, pull your elbows back and down, squeeze your shoulder blades together gently, repeat 10 times. Strengthens the chest, shoulders, and arms, making daily pushing tasks easier. Engages the core muscles, preventing sagging posture and back strain. I met Susan, a retired nurse in her 70s, who told me she dreaded lifting even light grocery bags because her shoulders ached and she always felt like she was slumping. Within weeks, she noticed she could stand taller and carry more without strain. But more than that, her posture changed the way she felt about herself. So there you have it. 5 daily exercises that every wise soul over 60 should be doing. Balance training, to prevent falls and steady your stride. Heel and toe raises, to improve circulation and leg strength. Posture reset, to reduce stooping and protect your spine. Chair stands, to fight muscle wasting and keep mobility. Wall pushes plus shoulder reset, to strengthen your upper body and core. Together they take less than 20 minutes a day, but the payoff is massive. Less pain, more independence, and the confidence to live life fully. Remember, it's never too late to start. You don't need perfection, you just need consistency. Even 2 or 3 reps are better than none. Over weeks and months, those tiny efforts add up to big victories. Imagine yourself a year from now, standing taller, walking stronger, bending, reaching, and moving with ease. That future is yours, and it starts with these 5 exercises. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more simple ways to stay strong, mobile, and independent. And share in the comments which of these 5 you're starting with today. I'd love to cheer you on.